guys, don't miss this week's More Than the Music, where we'll be doing goat yoga and chatting with my special guest, Kelly Lang.
It's gonna be a lot of fun.
We all know that music entertains us, but there's so much more to it than that. Music is what brings us together. It can inspire, motivate, and heal. And just sometimes, a song can say everything when we can't. I'm so excited to bring you these wonderful tunes and artist stories. I'm Stacy Newman, and this is More Than the Music. Hey guys, we are here with Kelly Lang in Hendersonville, Tennessee. She's got a new album out. It's called Obsession. Check it out. Thank you so much for having us here.
Oh, I'm so glad you're here, Stacy. Thanks for being here.
Yeah, we're so excited. How are you doing today?
I am fantastic. As some people would say, I am better than I deserve.
I love it. All right, so tell me about your album Obsession. You wrote, produced the whole thing yourself.
I did.
Talk to me about that process.
Well, truthfully, Obsession was an obsession of mine to see if I could do it. It was just more of a challenge than anything. Not that you couldn't find better songs or stronger songwriters or whatever, but it was just, you know, I turned a certain age in my life, and I thought, I wrote for everybody else, and I've written for, you know, like Lori Morgan and a lot of TG's projects and all, but I've never done anything specifically for myself. So I decided that I would challenge myself, and I had collected some songs from back in the past when I had written things that I kept going through my mind, and added to that collection with some new things. And when you listen to the whole album in its totality, you can see where I have come from, what I've gone through, and where I am now. And it's kind of like a full progression of my life, and it was very cathartic, but also intimidating when you put your full self out there for people to judge, because that's what they do. When they listen, they either like it or they don't. But when it's your life you're writing about, it's a very personal experience. It's a very powerful, lyrically woman's album. Mm-hmm. And I've had a lot of women go, oh, this song has made me think differently, or this song's helped me with my relationship with my mom or my kids, or, you know, so it's been a real eye-opening experience for me.
Speaking of women's experiences, mm-hmm. and something that is more common than it ever should be, you're a breast cancer survivor. Can you talk to us a little bit about that battle?
Oh, it's definitely a battle, and it's ongoing. Even if you think you're never going to be affected by it, eventually you're going to be touched by this. Man or woman, you're going to find somebody in your circle of friends that are going to be dealing with this. I was 36 when I was diagnosed, and looking back on 36, that was a baby. You know, I can't believe that happened to me. In hindsight, I have a lot of aunts that had experienced it before, so I was able to speak with them about their, you know, protocol and what to expect and all. But it was terrifying, but at the same time, I felt a lot of people could have looked at that as a death sentence, but I've turned it around, and I look at it as my life sentence. My goal going through that, I promised God that if He could just let me live, that I would try to help others through that too. And I do my best. I'm not perfect, but I do try to reach out and help people that are going through and give them my thoughts, or at least a hug.
Yeah.
You know, and I always look back and I think, what if that hadn't happened? How would I be today? I would have probably lived more selfishly, and I probably wouldn't have had the fire under me to do the things that, or courage, I should say. I'm not scared of anything now. I mean, once you hear that word, nothing scares you, you know, so it was something. And you know, it also told me a lot about my relationship with my now husband. We were just dating at the time.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and I had 2 small children. They were 9 and 13. And I didn't want to let them see me cry, or see me be seen kind of scary as I looked with no hair, no makeup, or eyebrows, or lashes, or anything. So I did my best to cover it up to try to protect them. And it just, you know, I just did my best. And TG loved me through it. He just loved me right through it. He told me I was pretty. I certainly was not. But he was there for me the whole time. And I think that's a great example of what men should be for their women.
I think you guys have a whole lot of good examples going on between the two of you.
Thank you.
Really
Thank you.
Adorable.
I like him.
Hashtag couple goals. So tell us about the portrait that you have of yourself from when your hair was starting to grow back.
How do you know about that?
I do my research.
Wow, you do. Well, I'm an oil painter, and I don't do it very often. I used to do it way more when I had more time. But the classes that I was taking, the teacher of that class, for some reason, she found my bald head fascinating. My hair was just starting to grow back in. And she had her whole evening class, which I was not in, paint, I think there's 12 or 13 of the same picture of me.
That's awesome.
I have not seen any of the other ones, but I've seen my teachers. I have my teacher's portrait. But at the time, I was like, oh, I don't want to look at it. I don't want to look at it. But, you know, looking back, I can see why now, if I can take myself out of the experience, I can see why she found that to be a powerful portrait for women that I got chills thinking about that time period. When you see the fierce and also fearness in my eyes, you'll see why she painted it. I was really thankful for that.
It's beautiful.
Thank you.
Can you tell us about the first time you played for an audience or were on a stage and performed and what that was like?
I was always on stage. I was like, my first professional thing, though, was a place here in Hendersonville, Tennessee called the 11th Frame. It was like next to the bowling alley. And I sang there every Tuesday. And it coincided with my showing on Ralph Emery Morning Show, too. I used to do that every week for years. And that was kind of like my college education. It was so funny because I would be on live TV, but I didn't realize how vast the audience was when I was doing that, and that really pushed my visibility up a bit, which led me to do other things too. 12, I'd say. But my first song I ever wrote, I was 6, and a funny little tidbit about my songwriting, I only write in the bathtub or in my pool, unless I do a co-write. That would be kind of weird to have a co-write in my bathtub. But
depending on what you're wearing.
Yeah, I generally write everything in my pool, I put it that way. But when I was 6, my first song I ever wrote was in the bathtub, and it was about the Delta faucets. And I sang that to the tune of Delta Dawn. So I won't bore you with the ugly details of that song, but if you ever want to know about it, I remember the lyrics.
What is your spirit animal?
What a cool question. A dragonfly.
Okay.
And I'll tell you why, because it's so weird. When I'm out in the swimming pool, I saw some dragonflies flying around. I thought, oh, those are cool looking. I don't know what possessed me to do this, but I started holding my fingers up, and they started coming to my fingers, and they land on me and stay for hours. They will not leave. Huh. Every time I go out there now, they land on me, which I've never heard of that before, you know? And so I started doing some research on why that would happen, you know? And either they like my perfume, which I don't have perfume on out there, or they are there to kind of help you and guide you on your way. And I just thought that was a sweet thing. And a friend of mine, Devin O'Day, she's a disc jockey on WSM, she said, it doesn't surprise me you love dragonflies and you write your songs in the water. Because very much like the dragonfly, your songs are born in the water and then they fly.
Oh, that's so nice.
And so that just really touched me, you know? I was like, yeah, that would be what I would say.
Cool. I think that's the most fitting spirit animal answer I've had so far because of that. That's awesome.
Yeah, we have tons of redbirds out there, and I love redbirds, but the dragonfly just, and you'll see them. I have several little dragonflies people have given me throughout the house, you know, that I really enjoy collecting those. And now I'll probably get a lot more.
When you were growing up, did you imagine you would be a musician? I know you grew up in like a really musical household, your dad doing his tour work and everything, or did you have a dream of being something else?
I grew up, my dad was a road manager for Conway Twitty for 25 years. So I always grew up around the music industry, but truthfully I didn't think I could do anything else. It was such in my spirit, it was in my soul, you know. And it was not uncommon for Conway or Loretta or George Jones or whatever to call my home. I didn't think anything about it. I thought that was normal, really. But I tell you, the day that I knew I really, really wanted to be a singer, I was 6, and I went to one of Conway's concert, and I was sitting on the side of the stage looking out at the audience, so I had his point of view and his eye view. And I felt the bass guitar in my heart, and I felt the crowd swell underneath whatever he was singing or doing, and the clapping, and I thought, that is awesome. If I could ever bottle that, that'd be fantastic. So from that point forward, I realized that that is a possibility, and it's a dream. And you know, I was never the greatest singer or the greatest this or that, but the passion was what I had, and I knew I couldn't live without it. So I was driven from that.
Oh, that would be just a magical experience.
It is something. And in hindsight, again, he was the best. And he was really great to his fans, and he was great to, he was just a great example of a human being, you know. And I was telling you earlier, this is a necklace. It was a ring of his at one time, but I made it into a necklace, and I really cherish that.
Will you tell us the story about that for the cameras?
Yeah, my dad obviously was given this as a gift, as a ring from Conway, and you know, my dad stopped wearing bigger rings, bigger jewelry for a little while. It had kind of gotten out of style for him, and so he just kind of put it in a drawer, and I guess he eventually gave it to somebody or sold it to somebody. And when my dad passed away, I found out who ended up having it. And it meant a lot to me, being that it had been Conway's and my dad's. So I bought it from him, and I made it into this necklace. And I don't wear it very often, but I thought I'd break it out for you today.
I love it. It's so cute.
Thanks.
Is there somebody that you listen to that might surprise the audience?
You know, I think a person's iPod says a lot about their personality. And mine's a mixture of so many different genres of music. I love the Bee Gees a lot.
Well, you have a connection to the Bee Gees.
I do. I'm friends with Barry Gibb and his family, and we sing together on occasion, as a matter of fact. But I've always loved their music. It's kind of soothing to me. I love Gladys Knight. That would be a surprise.
She's awesome.
I want to be her in my next life. I love Michael Bublé. I like him a lot. So it's surprising that these are not, I like Lionel Richie. These are not country in particular. So I've branched my thoughts out. But then you go back, and I love Loretta Lynn, I love Dolly Parton, I love, you know, the people that you would assume I would be attracted to. But my iPod is filled with all different types.
Cool. Just a mix of everything. Very cool.
And you know, when you see me on stage or see my performances at all, I think a lot of that's reflected in my shows too.
I think the album too, Obsession, there's a lot of different sounds represented there, and I love that about it.
Thank you.
A lot of different, yeah.
Well, it's not necessarily stone country. You know, there's some flair. I didn't know I had an accent. The funny thing about Barry Gibb, you know, he's obviously got an Australian accent, very heavy accent, surprisingly, living here for so long. But I told him one day, I said, I love your accent. And he says, oh, thank you, love. I love yours too. And I said, I don't have an accent. And he goes, yes, you do. And I said, no, I really don't. And he says, well, bless your heart. And I said, oh, yeah. I was really shocked that he would notice. You know, obviously I have an accent. I just learned that day. But I've realized that there's, you know, you can't change your accent or your authenticity of how you speak, so it comes out through my music, country, even though I might not be singing a super country song. So there's both sides of that.
Tell us about his guitar.
The video, His Guitar, we filmed out at Barbara Mandrell's mansion, the Fontanelle, at the Fontanella Cafe out there. And it was a fun evening too. We had a lot of friends gathered, and a really cool guitar player with a beautifully blinged out guitar, and a girlfriend of mine, J.C. Valeris, played the role of the other woman, and my role in the video was trying to warn her against the guitar player. And in the meantime, we had a smoke machine going, and it was late at night, and the smoke machine made the fire alarms go off. So, rather eventful. We had lots of cute firemen hanging around.
There you go.
But it was fun. We had a good time.
Let's check it out.
I love the same music, man. So girl, I can understand. He'll melt you right in his hand when he plays his guitar. He will seduce you, and then he will use you. He did the same to me, right here in this bar. Just like an old string from his guitar, he played me slow and sweet, then played me fast and hard. He plucked the melody right from my heart, and when I played out of tune, he replaced me way too soon from his guitar. I know you're having fun, but girl, I suggest you run. He'll break your heart in two. Yeah, that man gets around. Yes, I know for certain you'll be worn down and broken. Then he'll leave you on the ground where you can't make a sound. Just like an old string from his guitar, he'll play you slow and sweet, then play you fast and hard. He'll pluck the melody right from your heart, and if you play out of tune, he'll replace you way too soon from his guitar. From his guitar. Just like an old string from his guitar, he played me slow and sweet, then played me fast and hard. He plucked the melody right from my heart, and when I played out of tune, he replaced me way too soon from his guitar.
Does it make you nervous to do these? Mm-hmm. It does me too. Well, you're with me and we're safe.
Yeah,
okay?
I just like tune that out and we're good.
We're safe.
Yeah.
We're all good.
We can talk about goats some more. It'll get me distracted.
Okay.
Do an episode while you're doing goat yoga.
That's such a good idea.
I'll go with you.
More than the music, on location.
I'll go with you. I'll be your goaty pig.
Yes, please. All right. Well, Kelly, thank you so much for talking to us.
Thank
this
you,
has been
Stacy.
wonderful.
You're so sweet.
Oh, you're sweet. I'm going to come back and we're going to do goat yoga. It's going to be
Promise?
wonderful. As long as it's in the budget.
I'll make it happen.
Yeah.
I mean, are at Shenanigoats Studio in Nashville, Tennessee. Decided to go for it. I'm so excited, Kelly.
They are so cute. I want one, maybe 3.
I'll take 3 too.
Okay. It is so much fun. You've got to come join us.
Let's go.
Thank you so much for sharing part of your day with Shenanigoats. If you want to close your eyes, you can do that, or have a soft gaze out in front of you. And just take a moment to give yourself gratitude for taking some time for yourself, for your mind, your body, and your spirit, and sharing some time with these precious little animals. And we're going to go into some poses now that are going to give the goats an opportunity to climb on you. So you're just going to go ahead and come into your child's pose. And the first time a goat comes across your back, you'll be like, what? That's an unusual feeling. And just remembering, if you want to snuggle with the goats, that's fine. Some folks say that it's about 20% yoga and 80% goat. If you want to make it more about the yoga, take it up a level, or if you want to make it more about the goats, you can make it 100% goat. Over the hands, drop your hips, and then lift the hips back up.
Oh, she's serious.
Yeah, I can't do that. Okay, for the next pose, we're going to do a balancing pose, but we're going to make it even more challenging by holding a goat.
It's hard to concentrate and stand in tree pose here, huh?
Yes. So what would you say is your favorite animal?
In general, I have to say my dogs, or they would be very upset with me. But I love mini horses. I'm really craving a little mini horse. I can see it. Not in my backyard right now, but I hope to have a farm someday. It would be a lot of fun.
Get some goats too.
Yeah, 1 or 2. And then I'd like a little cow and a little pig, and just one of each.
Lots of mini animals.
Yeah, like old Kelly had a farm, you know? So, just a little farm. I'm not a serious farmer, but it would be fun to do one day.
Yeah. Is this what you expected out of goat yoga?
Not quite, but I think it's actually more fun. They shed a whole lot more than I thought, or I wouldn't have worn black.
I wasn't thinking about it either.
I heard that they have 4 stomachs. That's why they constantly are eating while we're in the classroom too.
That makes sense.
And I'm lucky that they haven't had any accidents on me yet.
Not yet. Just on the yoga mats.
Just on the.
Is this how you expected your day to go today?
It's actually better if this stays the way it is at this moment.
I'm in a dangerous spot here, people.
Guys, we had so much fun today at Shenanigoats. Thanks to all the goats and everybody else here for joining us, and thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.
There we go.
Okay.
Oh, bless you. You can, let's go.
I have a way with kids.
Oh, you should have done that earlier.
You're late.
You missed your cue.
Bye.